Detroit Lions. Oh, baby, that is big time stuff. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Oh, baby.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday. I am your host, Nick Harkson, over here on Touchdown Detroit Lions on Syndicate Sports Detroit Network. How we feeling today? It's the day before Thanksgiving. You know what we do over here on Touchdown Detroit Lions. We celebrate victories every single day up until the next game. So it is officially Victory Wednesday. That's right, baby. And hopefully we're celebrating a victory tomorrow as well as we take on the Bears for the Thanksgiving game. But yeah, hope you're done with work, traveled to your family, or maybe you're getting ready to, but safe travels if you're going to be traveling this holiday week. Or if you don't celebrate it, that's okay too. We got a Lions game to celebrate tomorrow. But how are y'all feeling today on this Wednesday? I'm going to get over the chat, say what's up. Tay, you going to the game tomorrow? I am not. I've went to a game already this year and we lost. I'm not going to another game. Tay, I am the other host on this network. Nick, Derek he just goes live whenever he wants. I usually go on Tuesdays, but yesterday I had a busy day, so I'm going on Wednesday today. Don't worry, Derek still owns the network. I just work for him. I am not an imposter. Derek's my boy. John Peterson, what's up? Go Lions, beat the Bears. That's right. Bloodwire Radio, so many injuries. Monty and Saint out. We're not going to do well. They're actually questionable. And I think that they are going to play. It's Decker and Carlton Davis who have officially been ruled out. But Mani and Amon-Ra should be playing. We'll get into that more. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, everybody. Kyle Webb, what up? Mary Peterson, good to see you in here. Hatter's House, St. Brown, and Mani should play. That's right. Tay type she. Yeah, you know what it is. Art, good to see you in here. Not loving this injury report. It's all right, guys. It's all right. It's the next man up, and yes, we can get into this right now, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the last game since I didn't get to. The Lions beat the Colts 24-6. You know, another dominant performance, not as dominant as it's been the last few games, but that defense, man, that defense is looking great. Hats off to Aaron Glenn. I think a few of us owe Aaron Glenn an apology for what we've been saying about him the last few years. I'm one of them. Last few years I've been like, come on, man, you need to make some adjustments. What are we doing here? Well, maybe you just didn't have the personnel, or maybe they weren't all the way bought in. I don't know, because this year it is working. And Aaron Glenn, you are the man. I don't know if anybody saw, though, Anzalone made a little tweet after that game and said, breaking news, blank has hired Aaron Glenn as their next head coach. I did not like that. I didn't like that, Anzalone. Don't put that in the air. But when you have a good team like this, you're winning a lot of games like this. People are going to have your eyes on your coaches. They already have the last few years. Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson have already been a hot topic each offseason and have interviewed with multiple organizations. So it's nothing too surprising there. And yeah, expect him to interview and probably take another job elsewhere. That's why we got to get it done this year. That's why we got to get it done this year, baby. But defense looking very solid outside of Kindle Vildor. Vildor, oh my goodness, getting burnt left and right. They were picking on him, and why not? I mean, they saw what was happening. Anthony Richardson just kept going his way, and the guys kept being wide open. Now, they did get that under control eventually, so probably made some adjustments, but my goodness, it is scary when Vildor is out there. It shows the Terrion Arnold effect. A lot of people were kind of ragging on Terrion, saying, he's not the first-round pick that he thought he was going to be, this and that, and look, he's had some penalties. But the kid has been locked down compared to what Vildor was. I mean, you see it. They don't pass his way. he's not giving up a ton of big plays. And when he is, most of the time, it's a penalty. Most of the time, it's because, they pass a deep one to him, and yeah, he's getting a little handsy. Yeah, he's a little sticky. And they'll throw that flag on the rookie. They're going to pick on him a little bit. But Terrion Arnold, when he was out, we missed him. It proved just how good of an asset he has been to this defense this year and why he was a first-round pick for us. No, he hasn't gotten a pick for us yet. He hasn't made a ton of pass breakups. He hasn't done a ton of amazing things. But what he is doing is he's not getting a lot of passes passed his way. He's playing much better than Vildor is out there. And it's good that he's going to be back this week. But somebody who won't be there, which means we're still probably going to see some Vildor out there, is Carlton Davis Jr. He hurt himself in the last game. But, yeah, so it's going to be Arnold out there. I think we're going to see some E-Man, him playing a little bit more. He did play some special teams, and he survived a whole game without getting injured. So congrats to Emmanuel Mosley. Give it up to the man, yes. And Dan Campbell did say that he's not scared to throw him out there. They think that he's ready to go. So I think that we'll see a lot more Emmanuel Mosley, whether that be in, playing that nickel role, because he is a good nickel corner, and then moving Amik out to, that island there and playing corner. He's done that plenty of times in his career, so he can play that position as well. But it'll be interesting to see what they do at corner this week. But Terrion Arnold should be back, which is good news. Carlton Davis out, though. And so we're probably going to see some Vildor, but hopefully E-Man, Emmanuel Mosley can get some more time, be valuable out there, and I think that we'll see Amik Robertson go out wide, maybe a little bit more. But, yeah, nothing, we do have a few guys out. Like I just mentioned, Carlton Davis. Taylor Decker is going to be out. That's a big-time blow. We've already been out with him. We've already played a game without him this year. We ended up getting the win. I think Skip can do a fine job there. He's not going to be Taylor Decker, of course. He's probably going to give up, a few plays here and there. But I think that we'll be okay here. We're playing the Bears. Yes, they're not an easy win. They're a division opponent. They're always going to play us tougher probably than any other team. They're trying to build their team specifically to beat us, which is, understandable because we're the top dogs in the North now. But, it's not going to be an easy game, but I think that we can definitely win this game with the roster that we have, even with the injuries. Now, I said Taylor Decker. I said Carlton Davis. Well, Khalif Raymond also out. He's been put on the IR, which means he's going to miss at least 4 games. And, that's a blow to this team. He was great in the return game for us. And without him, it looks like Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to be returning punts, and I don't like that. I just don't like that. I think that's where he sustained his knee injury. I'm not positive on that. You can't say that for a fact, but he shouldn't be out there returning punts. And if he is, just catch it and fair catch it. Just catch it and get out of there. You don't need to return it. We need you safe. We need you off the injury list moving forward. But yeah, Khalif Raymond, big blow to the special teams there, and he was a good asset. Little Swiss Army knife every now and then. Get him on a little end around or little surprise play over the top where he's burning everybody. But yeah, that sucks for Leaf. And Amon-Ra said it best. If Khalif Raymond is down more than 5 minutes or 5 seconds, he's hurt because the man is tough. The man is tough. But yeah, unfortunate injuries, but next man up in this league. We've weathered every blow so far. Aiden Hutchinson, biggest blow. But the team, we did, you can tell how different it is with Hutch out there, but we continue to win. And the defense is playing lights out. I mean, we haven't given up a touchdown in the second half in how many games now? This team is coming together, and they are a complete team here. That's why each injury, each player has stepped up. Yes, we do see more weaknesses when certain players go down, but they have each other's back. When one person goes down, when one position goes down, another position steps up, and that's what we need. I think we're going to come away with a few key turnovers that are going to matter this game, and I think Kirby and Branch get back on point, each coming away with a pick this game. But yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. but it never is on Turkey Day. We are 0-6 the last time we played there on Thanksgiving, and or maybe 0-7 the last 7 times. It's not good, no matter what. It's not good. So we have to get back to our winning ways. But how we feeling? We feeling about as good as I'm feeling a win. I'm feeling like we're going to get the win. I'm going to have a good meal. I'm going to watch some other football, and it's going to be a great Thanksgiving. First thing I saw today when I logged on to Facebook was some of my Bears fans from back in my hometown, some of the Bears friends who are fans of the Bears, already running their mouth. They're like, I can feel it. Bears are going to win 30-27. I'm like, what? And then in their comments, I'm feeling this too. We got a way better team than what people think. And here we go. Typical Bears fans, delusional. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but they're already talking their crap. They're saying that, they got our number. They were built to beat our team, whatever. They can keep talking. I didn't say anything. What I did do, though, is made note of those posts, because if the Lions do win, they ain't going to hear the end of it from me. That's all I got to say. Let them talk their talk. We let the Lions play. We let them walk the walk. All these other NFC North teams getting mad now that we're on top. Well, too bad. They thought that we were going to be the lovable losers forever. Not when Sheila comes into town. Not when she brings Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes into town. Get used to it, people, because it's going to be this way for a long, long time. All right, let's head over to the comments, see what's happening here. Tay says, for sure, owe him an apology. Defense used to be so trash. Arnold way better than Vildor, be so behind his opponent. Yeah, Vildor, man, I thought he was playing much better last year than he showed in this last game. And the Colts, they have some decent receivers, but my goodness, Vildor was getting burnt. Now, Vildor did have many more games to get, game speed ready last year just because of injuries and whatnot again. So maybe he was a little rusty coming in there, only seeing practice reps. Then he had to go up against some good Colts receivers, but, no excuse. You got to be ready to roll. I can't believe we didn't put Emmanuel Mosley in there after Vildor was getting burnt right off the bat. Yeah, just give him a chance. They said he was game ready. I know they wanted to get him a full game on special teams and, have him get him back to football speed and everything before they really threw him out there on an island or anything. So I understand, but my goodness, Vildor, I hope that we see a much better performance from you this week if you're going to be playing, because that's a liability out there, and I know other teams are watching that tape, and they're going to be going right at him. But, yeah, I definitely was coming at Glenn. I was coming at Glenn the last few years. The defense just wasn't living up to what it should have been. I thought, we had a number 1 pick in Hutch who I thought should have been doing more, and we just weren't getting him help. It wasn't on Hutch. I wasn't saying that. I thought that he was putting in the effort, the hustle. We never went out and got anybody to help him on the other side. The corners were bad. The really only highlight was our linebacking core from time to time. And, yeah, Glenn did what he did with the roster that we had. We completely did a revamp this year, still had injuries, and the defense is looking great. So I don't know what the difference was from the years prior to this year. Maybe they're more bought in. Yes, we do have more skills at the D-back position, more skilled players at the D-back position. But the defensive line's been beat up, and we're still able to go out there and put a goose egg up on the offense in the second half. The defense has been shutting down the other team's offenses in the second half, and that's what you love to see. I'm okay with giving up the points early like we have been each game. I think you've seen that the Lions have given up first drive points on almost every first drive in each game the last 6 or 7 games. But I'm okay with that if we make adjustments and shut them down in the second half. That's all good with me because our offense is going to stay rolling. It's all about making adjustments in this league. And Aaron Glenn heard the calling, and that's what he does now. He makes his adjustments, shuts down teams in the second half, and the offense continues to cook. That's why this team is top tier. One of the reasons. Tay-Tay says, at least Arnold stays on his opponent. Exactly. Lady Lion 20, good to see you in here. Victory Wednesday, that's right. Hi, Nick. Another Lions win tomorrow. I'm feeling it too. I hope so. I want to have a happy Thanksgiving for the first time in 7 years, 7 seasons. Lions have not won a Thanksgiving game in a while. But, yeah, we got to break that streak this year. Goff said it. They haven't won a Thanksgiving game in a while, and they're looking to change that. It's motivation. This is the revenge tour year. We're coming for that ship. Everybody in our way gonna die. And tomorrow it's you, the Bears. We coming for some blood, baby, okay? And they beat us last year a game, so we got to sweep them this year. Give the Bears fans, a little L pie. Send them home crying. No mercy on the Bears. No mercy. I don't feel bad for them ever. No Bears fans ever going to get any sympathy from me. All right, Hatter's House. Vildor is good for like 5 snaps a game, tops. I know. We're ragging on the guy, but, he played all right for us last year when he had to step in. Yeah, he had that one atrocious play where it bounced off his helmet. If he catches that in the NFC Championship game, who knows what happens. Oh, well. Can't go back and dwell on that now. Can only use it as fuel for the fire. Tay, after Vildor contract up, let him go. Yes, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Unfortunately, Rakestraw last week went on the IR as well. I thought maybe he would step in and play, but he got hurt. He's out for the next 4 games or 3 games from here now. So we had to put Vildor in there. We couldn't even be like, okay, Ennis, it's your time. Rookie, let's shine. Let's see what you got. Because he went on IR. So, yeah, it's just unfortunate injuries at unfortunate times. But the good thing about these injuries happening now is hopefully we can continue to win, weather these blows, and then come playoff time, we're going to have a way, way more healthy team. We're going to get a lot of people back. As long as we can weather the blow, nobody else gets hurt, we can continue to rack up wins. My goodness, come playoff time, watch out. Because we going to have a lot more dogs coming back that are ready to eat, baby. They're going to be starving. And they're going to come out and they're going to bite them kneecaps. For sure. All right. Lady Lion, even Vildor was playing. The Colts didn't get a touchdown. That's true. That is true. We bent, but we didn't break. That defense bent, but did not break. And that's credit to Aaron Glenn. That's credit to his teammates. Maybe he just gets burnt, but then he's down there in the red zone and he plays a little bit tighter. He doesn't have to cover as many yards. So that's good. And that's a good point there as well. They didn't give up a touchdown. They were big plays, and they're going to happen. I mean, I was talking up Terrion Arnold, and I'm going to continue to because I think that he's done a great job as a rookie at corner. It's one of the hardest positions to come in, especially at a rookie, and expect to have great success right off the bat. But he's given up some big time plays this year too, and it's been mainly on the penalties. I don't know if you were in here when I was talking about that, Lady Lion, but yeah, I mean his penalty plays are about the same as what Vildor did against the Colts, but I'd rather see that Terrion's on there stride for stride with his player. Maybe just getting a little too handsy, but because Glenn said he's fine with us getting handsy as long as we're fighting. I would I'd way rather see our players picking up a penalty but running stride for stride with a wide receiver than getting completely burnt and the wide receiver catches it and then we have to tackle him like catch up and tackle. But either way, good point. No touchdown was given up against the Colts. So good point there, Lady Lion. Tay says, I don't want to hear it. It was rigged when we win. Yeah, I don't want to hear that it's rigged when we win either. We are a very good team. We dominate. We've proven that, we're the top dogs in this league. You're going to have to come out and take it, and it's not going to happen. So, ain't no rigs. And you're talking about the Super Bowl, I think. So, look at this. It's not going to be easy for us because Vegas hates that we're winning. There were so many bets made on the Lions to win the Super Bowl this year, and we were not the favorite to start the year. that if the Lions win the Super Bowl, Vegas is going to be losing some money, and they do not want to see that happen. So get used to and get ready. Not used to. We're already used to it. But get ready for some refs to try and prevent us from winning again. Just like the old days, we're prepared for it. We're a team that can overcome the refs as well. But BetGM, other betting sites have come forward and said they hate that the Lions are winning right now because they're losing so much money on Lions bets. Not our problem. Not our problem at all. I am sorry, Vegas. I'm sorry, BetGM, that I am not sorry that the Lions are good and you didn't set up your books right, because we come in to win it all. And that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. What's up, Lions Syndicate? That's my boy, Derek. Yes. We in here today on a Wednesday. It's a different day. I made the announcement yesterday. I got the call from the school. Had to go into work from, noon to 9:30. A 9.5-hour day. It was for the playoffs. There were some soccer playoffs. And then I got the rest of the week off work. So it was either work all day yesterday or work yesterday, today, and Friday, but I decided to take all day yesterday, so I got the rest of the week off work. Lions Syndicate, what's good? All right. Let's get back over here to the comments. Hatter's House says, hopefully Mosley and Iffy come through. Iffy's still on IR. They took him off IR, then they placed him back on IR, so he's going to be out for a little bit longer, but he'll be back come playoff time, which is going to be perfect timing. And Iffy is kind of like a Swiss Army knife on that defensive side. He plays safety, but they throw him in there at the linebacker position every once in a while to blitz. He plays nickel. He's all over the place. They have a special package when he's out there. I don't know if you forgot, but last year when we had C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he was making a fuss about, I didn't work so hard to come back from IR just to be a rotational player. Well, sorry, C.J., that's what you ended up being, because Ifatu Melifonwu was such a beast that we had to work all three of them in there. And I think when he comes back, we're going to see something similar. It's going to be, Kirby, Branch, if he's going to be worked in there and some packages. It's going to be a beautiful thing, but they're ready for him to come back, and it will become playoff time when he's ready to go. But perfect timing, if you ask me. Perfect timing. D-Dubs with the lion in heart. Yes. Tay, Derek, you going to the game tomorrow? Derek says, nope, saving up for the playoffs. That's right. Tay, are you going to the game tomorrow? I want to ask you that. You asked me if I was going to the game. You're asking Derek if he's going to the game. Are you going to the game, Tay? Tay says, same, tickets add up. Laugh out loud. I'm glad they let James Houston go. Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. James Houston. I'm not even going to say it. I will say it. You know what? Screw it. James Doo-Doo Pants Houston. I feel bad for the guy, but not really. It's a cutthroat league. And he got cut. He got waived from the team. He wasn't cutting it. Kind of saw this happening earlier in the year. We talked about it earlier in early weeks that he might get let go. He was a healthy scratch a lot of weeks. He wasn't living up to the hype that he, had in year one with all those sacks. He just never got back to that form. And you can blame it on injury. You can blame it on whatever you want. The injury didn't help to his ankle when he was on the kickoff team and had that bad break early in the season last year, because I think that it did, prevent him from getting that bend that he used to have. He used to be able to get real low, get under defenders, and that was his secret weapon. That was his one-trick pony weapon, and he doesn't have that anymore. So, he's not getting to the quarterback the way that we wanted him to. We wanted him to drop back in coverage. This year, tried it out in training camp, and they had to say, well, we're just going to have him specifically run the passer because that's not working out. He's a one-trick pony, basically, is what they were saying. Couldn't cut it in game time. Yes, he did have a timely sack in the Texans game. Thank you for that. But we got the man, Za'Darius Smith now, and James Houston, we had to say bye-bye. Now, it's ironic because there was a viral picture going around of James Houston who maybe pooped his pants. I don't know. He said that he sat on some Gatorade. Either way, he got picked up today by a team named the Cleveland Browns. And what better fitting team for James Houston to go to after that viral picture of him having some Rollo-Tony Browntown in his pants. Yes, he doo-dooed his drawers. Then he got cut by the Lions, and now he's on the Browns. I don't know. Coincidence? Maybe. But good luck in the future, James Houston. It wasn't working out here. Like Dan Campbell said, sometimes you need some new scenery, and things can work out differently. But it's not going to work out for you in Detroit. Thank you for that rookie season. Thank you for the memories. But bye-bye, James Houston. It was only a matter of time, if you ask me. Only a matter of time. But all right, y'all. We got the Bears coming up tomorrow. I hope y'all ready to feast on some bear. I've never eaten bear, but I'm ready tomorrow. I'm ready to chow down on some Chicago bear. But what's your score predictions? I always like to see what everybody thinks we're going to do each week. I'll give you my score prediction, and then we'll talk a little bit about the game. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than maybe others think, but I got the Lions winning 35-21. Still not close, but closer than what I was going to say. But 35-21, we're breaking that streak. The boys are going to eat. Goff going off. Monty going to rush for 2 touchdowns against his old team because he's going to play. Now, they are questionable. We talked about this, but they both, Amon-Ra and Montgomery, said that they're going to play. Hatter's House says 50-3 Lions. I'll take that as a Lions by a million. Tay-Tay says 40-14 Lions win. We're getting the big-time score predictions. I love it. So I got 35-21. Hatter's House got 50-3. Tay-Tay got 40-14. Love to see it. We're getting confident. But regardless, we're all saying that we're going to win. Now, this is a very important game. It's a divisional game. The division is still close, even though we are a 10-1 team. This is insane to me. We're 10-1, Vikings 9-2, Packers 8-3, Bears all the way at the bottom at 4-7. But this is just, I watch week in and week out, and I see the opponents we play, and then I see the opponents that the Vikings and Packers get to play. And yeah, that's what comes when you win a division the year prior. You get a tougher schedule. But I just don't think the Vikings and Packers are as good as their record shows. Now, I'm not saying they're a bad team. But my goodness, play somebody. They're barely beating the Jags. They're barely beating the Bears. They're scraping by against these crappy teams. And we'll see how we do against the Bears tomorrow. But, a win is a win in the NFL. But it just sucks, the competition that they're playing, and they're still racking up these wins because I just feel like we're so much better of a team, but the North is still very close. So this is a must-win tomorrow. Even though we're at 10-1, we got to stay on top of the North. We got to get these division wins because the schedule gets much tougher for us. After the Bears, if we win tomorrow, we're at 11 wins, which I think puts us in the playoffs. And it's always good to just get to the playoffs, number one. Yes, we want that number 1 seed. It's going to be difficult because of our schedule that I'm about to get into, but we absolutely must win tomorrow because this is who we got after the Bears. We got Green Bay at home, which we already beat them, but it's never easy to win a division game. Then we got the Bills at home. Bills are a top-tier team in the league. Going on the road against the Bears again, on the road in San Francisco. Who knows what kind of San Francisco team we get? Are they going to be healthy? Are they going to be fighting for a playoff position? Are they going to just rest their players because maybe they're going to be out? We don't know yet, but we can't take them lightly. And then, of course, we end the season at home against the Vikings. And depending on where they're sitting and where we're sitting, it could be a massive game. So tomorrow is a must-win game against the Bears. Cannot take them lightly. Got to stomp them in the dirt. Got to take them like, they are right behind us in the division because they're not out of it. And they're going to play us tough. they are going to play like this is their Super Bowl. They are going to want to embarrass the Lions on Thanksgiving on our turf. So we cannot come out flat. The boys better come motivated. I know that DC's got some motivation for them. They haven't won on Thanksgiving in a long time. That should be enough. We lost to them once last year. That should be enough. But my goodness, I hope we don't come out flat because it is a must-win in my eyes tomorrow. Just because of where the rest of the division sits. J Mommy, I don't see the Bears scoring 3 touchdowns, 42-13. Okay, yeah. I'm just giving them one lucky one here and there. Okay, I'm with you. I'm kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt, but I still got us winning. But I'm with you. I hope that we just shut them out. Like Lady Lion says, 42-0. That's what I'm looking for right there. Khalil, good to see you in here. I hope I didn't pronounce that wrong. But Khalil, maybe, I'm not sure. MD, Decker being injured kills us. It always does. But I think Skip can do a good enough job in there. Yes, he's going to face some good pass rushers, but he's already been out there and started for us in a game that Decker was not there. So we've had to go without Decker before. We won that game. Yes, it was ugly, but I think we can weather the storm once again. We got a good enough offense. Ben Johnson knows without Decker there what we need to do. Get the ball out of Goff's hands quick. Get the running game going, and we should be fine. It is going to hurt. There are going to be some plays that we see where we're like, man, I wish Decker was there. But I think that we can do good enough, and Skipper will fill in just fine in the absence of Decker. No, he is not a Taylor Decker at all. But I think we'll be okay. And I think that we're going to get Sewell staying on the right again and Skip on the left. Last year, they switched him up. I wouldn't be opposed to that. It depends on who you're facing, but I think Sweat rushes from that left side where Sewell will be. So I think keep him over there on Sweat is the better call, but I don't know. We'll see what they do tomorrow. But either way, I think we'll be okay. It is a big blow, though, like you said. I think Carlton Davis is a big blow, too. So, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay, guys. J Mommy, the Lions owe the 49ers a beatdown just like Dallas. Yes, and I hope to go to that game. I'm trying to go to that game, but the tickets are so expensive. Flight, all that. I want to be there to beat down the Niners. I don't like them. Khalil, Bears could let us dominate them if they want their coach fired. That's true. That's true as well. He is going to be on the chopping block. They got a lot of talent. I don't know if he'll be fired this year. They have a rookie quarterback, but they had some high expectations for Caleb Williams. They thought he was going to come in and just distribute the ball to all their playmakers, and they thought they were going to be a Super Bowl contender right away, at least from their fans' perspective. That's what I saw. I'm friends with a lot of Bears fans. I'm originally from Iowa and, right on the Mississippi River, a few hours from Chicago. So the majority of the fan base in Davenport, Iowa, where I'm from, are Chicago Bears fans. So I had to grow up with these, jokers, and they are delusional. They are very delusional. They think every single year, no matter what, that they are going to be Super Bowl contenders. And this year, more than not, they've been running their mouth, especially when they started winning. And I don't know how you could do that. They were all ugly wins. I mean, none of them was very impressive. So it's funny to see. I just hope that we dominate for the fact of, our team, we need to spread a little distance here in the North. But at the same time, I just kind of cannot stand these Bears fans yapping in my ear. I don't know who they think they are. We're 10-1 and they're 4-7. And they think that they got room to yap. I hope we shut them up. I really, really hope we shut them up tomorrow. But yes, y'all, Dan Campbell did have some good things to say about Caleb Williams. One thing that does concern me with him is that he does have a good arm. He can scramble. We saw what Anthony Richardson did to us when he ran the ball, but we kind of, we shut that down. I think this is another game where we can do that. Za'Darius Smith is good at that. Playing with the Browns, he kind of shut down Lamar Jackson. He was one of the key contributors to their win, the Browns win over the Ravens this year. So I think bringing in Za'Darius is good for running quarterbacks as well. Yes, he let him get loose a few times last week, but he's kind of a specialist in that if you watch him. So I don't think it's going to be too much of a key factor. I think Caleb Williams is, he's still a rookie, so he's going to make plenty of rookie mistakes. He holds on to the ball a little bit too long. I was hoping that they were going to beat Minnesota this last week, but he just, he was terrible in overtime. Just get rid of that ball in that one play instead of taking a 20-yard loss, and then maybe you have a better chance. But, yeah, I think that the Bears are going to make some plays like that. It's going to cost them, and we're going to capitalize. We're too good of a team for them to make mistakes like that, and we're going to make them pay. I know Demo is going to be ready to go. Every single year they do that little social media game where they ask the players, which team are you looking forward to playing to this year? Demo always puts up the Bears like twice. And, yeah, I think that he's going to come out and have a huge game. The Bears did him dirty, and the Lions did him right. So he's going to come out and show them just what they're missing, just like he did last year. But, yeah, it's going to be a shorter episode today. Got a lot of Thanksgiving things that I got to get ready for. Very busy week. I know a lot of you guys have a busy week as well. But if there's no more questions, I'm going to get out of here early today and go enjoy the rest of the week. Hopefully enjoy a Lions victory tomorrow. I will be back next Tuesday, like my normal time, at 5 p.m. Detroit time, 4 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. on the West Coast. This week was just different. It's Thanksgiving week. Things happen. But, yeah, I see that comment I was looking for. Hatter's House, Lions by 1,000,000. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Let's go Lions. Let's dominate the Bears. I will see you next Tuesday for hopefully a Victory Tuesday. Much love, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace.
Touchdown Detroit Lions!